Welcome to Bite-Sized Dental Marketing.
Arr.
It sounds like a bite of Kristyn. Today we have our creative director, Kristyn, here, and we're going to talk about the consistency in branding.
Whenever we're trying to build these brands and all the assets that come with it, I do things on my end from building a logo, collateral, color palettes, language, all these things to create the brand identity, to create a voice. And we kind of pass that off to them, and in deliverables, whether that's business cards, brochures, brand guides, the website, obviously, videos, all of that ties in. I need them on their end to then take the baton, carry it, have the front office person reflect that branding, have, the actual office look like the branding, have everyone that works for them kind of tie in and carry that same messaging. So if you're trying to sound luxurious and all these things, you need to have the technology to back it up. You need to have the office aesthetic to back it up. Everyone's scrubs needs to be like on point. You can't have these old, dirty rags and then also be luxury. Like everything needs to tie in, and that's a hard thing to do. And sometimes people have issues with being consistent.
You're right. If you're going to be very high end, the person who's answering the phone can't be a price sensitive phone answerer. Like they have to really be able to sell treatment and to sell the vision of the practice, from the scrubs to the reception area, to the way the hygienist hands off to the dentist, to the way the checkout works, the floors to the chairs. I think everything has to be very consistent.
The marketing team can do all the things on their end perfectly, but if you aren't pushing that through on your end, then there's no point. It's going to only be a 50% effort. And then, when people come to your office, when they call, whenever they meet you, it's going to feel disjointed and it's going to feel like inauthentic.
I think we really do underestimate the value that or the role that trust plays in treatment acceptance. And I think people are significantly more likely to accept treatment if you've been consistent through not just the branding, but how you answer the phone and how you've appointed them and how you welcome to the practice. And, it's funny. I know a lot of our offices do branding well, but one office that has consistently stuck out to me as a real gold standard in how they treat the patients and how they look is Dr. Cornelius at Sky Creek Dental.
Yeah, I was going to say the same.
And it's really interesting because he is sometimes a little bit of a pain in the butt, because he'll be like, no, I want the stone paper, not that paper. And he'll, he has these opinions, and I've really grown to admire him and welcome them because he has stayed so consistent in his approach and who he wants to be and how he treats the patients, to even how they do the billing and the things like that, I think he's the gold standard of branding consistency.
Right. I like what you said about trust, because trust is something that's hard to establish, but it's so easy to chip away at and lose it. So like you said, if there's some gaps in consistency or errors or things like that just feel off, I find myself starting to poke at things and wonder what else is missing. Like if they're saying, okay, a cleaning is $200, and they said, oh, we did all these things for you. And I start wondering, well, should it really cost that? Are you overcharging me? And I start to just poke at things and wonder, are they really sanitizing the tools enough? Are they doing these things that they're supposed to be doing that otherwise I would not have questioned if I trusted them completely?
Yeah, agreed. And I think consistency plays a big part of that. Yeah, agreed. Mm-hmm. Well, Kristyn, thanks so much for jumping on. And that was your Bite of Dental Marketing of the day.